I don't have a whole lot of room back here, but I wanted to show you the grass flap and why this has been such a big help already. This mower, I've really not used it very much because it didn't have a chute blocker at first, and I don't like throwing grass in the flower beds. I do a lot of properties that are close to the road. I do some commercial properties where I don't want to make a mess. I'm trying to prevent myself from being the other guys. Just trying to set myself apart a little bit. So I got this. It is $319. It's not cheap, but I have well, you can't see it on this because I'm doing work on it, but I have a trimmer trap blade blocker on this, and I'm not gonna say I hate it because it is great, but I don't like it, and I'll show you a couple reasons why. This, I think, is the way to go. This pedal, I think I'm actually gonna move it over to the middle because where it's at right now, I have to always stand kind of offset unless I want to open it. I'm going to step on it, so I think I'm going to put it in the middle, and that way I can use my heel and step on it, or at least, shift my foot over from the side and hit it like that, rather than, have to always stand sideways on the machine. But anyway, so real quick, here's how it works. There's a cable that runs underneath this pedal. This pedal actually has to face this way, just by design. It can't point the other way, because I thought at first it would just be like this and the cable comes out the back. But it's still okay. So I've got the belt or the cable routed underneath the pulleys. There's actually a deck idler arm, so it's underneath that, and then it's underneath another bracket for the pulley. So really, I didn't need to secure it at all, surprisingly. But I've got it mounted on here. It comes with a pretty easy instructions, but you put 2 bolts right there. There's also a drill-less bracket, but this thing is old, so I don't really care. Ordered that. Put 2 bolts right there. Put the spring on. You can adjust the spring tension. Put the cable on. I don't even have the cable tight yet. But I mean, honest to God, I've heard some people say this takes me 4 hours. This probably took me maybe 1 hour, and I've never messed with it before. It's very easy to put on. Extremely heavy duty. So spring tension works by if you step on the pedal hard enough. It's got like a cam. So let's see if I can do it here. I don't like stomping on it real hard. That's why you need to adjust the spring. But anyway, step on it hard enough, it'll flip it around. Step on it again, it'll pull it and flip it out of its bracket. If you want to open it up partially, you just step on the pedal. Really, if you step on it slow, you can kind of hold it open that way and just stand on it. That's kind of how I've got it adjusted right now. I'm going to adjust the spring tension a little bit more, and obviously secure the cable. But that's the grass flap though. This thing's great. I already accidentally hit a rock with it, a pretty big boulder, and nothing happened to it. The only thing it did was move the plastic a little bit. Now, one thing that I like over the trimmer trap, and I'll show you why. This is obviously very low profile. This only adds maybe, I don't know, maybe one, I haven't even measured, maybe 1 inch. Actually, I need to move that bracket so that I'm looking at since I got hit by a rock. Shift it over. But anyway, so there's that. And here's why I don't like the other one that I have. It adds a whole lot of deck. Adds more deck to it. What I mean by that is it has this arm right here that sticks off, and that thing has almost hit I don't know how many things. I don't like it. I can't really blame them for this because this wasn't their design, but the ICD deck on the Snapper at Ferris and Simplicities has got that cutout in the back, so you have to bend the plastic, and you have to get it fairly hot, and you have to leave it in that position to even stay in position. And as you see, mine really didn't. It's just over time gone back, so that's a bit irritating. But the really annoying thing is you can't really adjust this to go all the way up. And what I mean by that is it's just limited by the range of this. Possibly if this was more over here, like a bigger deck, I might be able to get more room to flip around all the way, but I'm still not entirely certain that I could. But it does work pretty good. But the thing with this is, I mean, look at all this hardware that you need to do this. This is hit a couple trees, like branches and stuff. I mean, this is pretty durable, but You have to drill holes in this. This takes a little bit of work to put all this together. You have to drill holes in that and mount that bracket. You have to oil it every couple weeks because it'll start getting rusty and kind of sticking. You could probably put anti-seize or some kind of other grease in there, and that'd probably work a little bit longer, but it still requires some maintenance. This thing is just, since I've installed it, I've already come to love it. Personally, I don't really see the reason why the cable would break. Maybe just because it doesn't stay oiled enough. But to me, it's just like a motorcycle cable for a clutch, brake, lever, something like that. I mean, it's pretty thick wound steel, if you see here. So I'm sure it can break if you have too much spring tension, and I'm guessing that's what does most of them in. But like I said, this is the blade blocker, my trimmer trap. It's okay, but I don't really like it. I really wish I had a quick shoot because it's just more durable. And I don't know. I have various reasons I don't like this. This thing, I've always got to adjust it just right. If I want to put a bagger on there, I have to take all this stuff off. And when I put it back on, for some reason, it never is the same way. So I always have to adjust it a little bit, and that's always annoying. Whereas this thing, really, if I wanted to, I could put 2 hitch pins through the deck and a retainer clip, pull the retainer clip out, and I can take the blocker off and just take the cable off and zip tie it to something, and then I can put my grass catcher on it. So whereas this, I could remove it in probably less than 10 minutes. This is just, and to store this thing, I mean, it's just a mess. It's just linkage everywhere. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. If you have one of these and you like it, cool deal. Hope it works out for you. In my case, I don't know. I really wish it was a grass slab.